Yo, what is going down, everybody? It's your boy Onto the Boss here, and I'm coming out with episode 33 of my Road to Glory series. Now, this is one of the most anticipated episodes. We're playing Florida State 7-3 against us 10-0. So we get this one started 40 seconds into the game, and we're already inside their own territory. So a couple of handoffs right here, one which results in a first down, and the second one right here, you see me shaking and baking and taking this one to the 11-yard line. So all the quarterback had to do on this play was pretty much step back and do a passing play, and I was able to punch that one in for the first scoring play of the game. So it's 7-0 right here. You see another handoff right here, but that possession, we couldn't really get anything going. So Florida State got the ball back, and they actually tied up the game. So following their possession, we got the ball back, and we're like, all right, we can't really afford to get a loss this late in the season. You guys know there's only 2 regular seasons left in the season, so why would we just come out here and take a loss? It doesn't make sense. So we had to put the team on our back, and we had to keep the scoring going. So only 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the second quarter, and you see my guy goes down with an injury. So that is not good at all. So hopefully he does return soon, and he does in the third quarter. And you guys see from the scoreboard, we are losing by 7 points. So ever since he came in, he looked like a whole different player. He goes in and he ties up the game 21-21. So hopefully this does spark up the offense, because right now on the bench, they look pretty dead to me. So you see he's getting his teammates going. But Florida State, they were able to respond on their own. They make it a 28-21 game. But my guy comes out here, gets a reception, no problem whatsoever, as he ties it up again. So my defense finally gets a stop here, and they set us up on our own side of the field. And we have pretty much a minute 40, should I say, to work with. My receiver gets a huge completion and finally takes this one to the 49-yard line. So the quarterback once again throws a beautiful pass, and you see my guy coming up with that catch, and that makes it 173 yards. And that is just in one game, not the season, but one game. So you guys see from the scoreboard, the game is tied up 28-28, and we have to get at least a field goal on this play to win it all. So it's 28-28. They get a stop on third down, so all I have to do now is simulate it. We get a field goal. They couldn't really get anything going, and you see here, we get the ball back, and all we have to do is pretty much kneel it down and get even another victory right here. So all we have left is one regular season game, and that would pretty much determine our faith this year. So we win this one against Florida State 31-28. So we're gonna jump in right here and simulate into week number 14, and we have our last regular season game right here, and this one's going to be against NC State University. And you see on the season, they're struggling this year with a 5-5 record, and they could be, our last victims. If they do give us a loss in this one, that's pretty much going to ruin our hopes of reaching the BCS championship game. So they could pretty much do whatever in this game, and we're going to be the losers at the end. So you see the outcome here in the conference championship. We're pretty much going to be possibly playing Clemson, because they are second in the standings. And as far as the top 25 polls go, we are first, Alabama second. So if things stand right now, we are going to be playing Alabama in the championship game. But for now, all we can concentrate on is our last regular season game of the year. But we could take a look at the rest of the teams that are in the top 25 polls. You got Notre Dame, Kansas State, Iowa, Boise State, Houston, and TCU. And as far as the Heisman watch goes, nothing has changed this year. The only competition that I really have is the quarterback from OK State. And he is, he's been second all year long. But no worries, because here is the last regular season game of the year against NC State. Alright, so we get this one started, and in the last episode, I read a couple of the comments, and people were really questioning the difficulty. Now, you guys know that I have been trying to change up the difficulty a lot this year because of the fact that my guy is finally 99 overall. Basically every stat and every attribute that this guy has is pretty much, to the max. So everything does look pretty easy playing with this guy, and sometimes I do wish that you guys could actually play it yourself because it just makes it look too easy. And the difficulty itself, I did tell you guys that I'm on Heisman with custom sliders, because in my opinion, if you play Heisman on regular sliders, it's gonna make things really frustrating, and you know, it's gonna take away the fun experience from the game. So I do have custom sliders on Heisman. I guess I could tweak it a little more to make things more challenging, but like I stressed all year long, one of the main problems is actually my guy being 99 overall, and every single attribute is pretty much boosted at 99. So that is why a lot of times things look a little too easy for you guys. So you see in this game right here, in week number 14, this is pretty much our last regular season game of the year. Things are tied up once again. Similar to the last week against Florida State, you know, it's going to come down to the last second. So I do go in for a rushing touchdown, making this one 28-21. Our defense, once again, comes up big. Not a surprise this year because they have been big all year long. They got to stop. They got the ball back to us, and that is a dangerous formula. If you give the ball back to us, we're going to punch it in for a touchdown. So we got 2 quick touchdowns, but NC State was able to put a touchdown on our own, making it a 35-28 game. So here is one of the last possessions of the game. There's 1:34 remaining. You know, we could use this possession to drain the clock, but in our case, all we had to do was pretty much score another touchdown, and that pretty much took away all hopes for NC State. As we get another victory in this one, you see everybody's pumped up. Everyone could smell the BCS championship game. You know, you never know what happens in the standings, but as of now, we're going to be playing in a conference championship and a BCS championship. So we win this one 42-28. So when I got into the main menu, you see we simulated week number 15 because it is a bye week. And as we approach the conference week, you guys see we are going to be playing the number 22 team in the nation against the University of Virginia. So I'll see you guys next week. I'm out. If you guys want to stay updated on when all of my videos will be uploaded, make sure you follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/ontotheboss.